Welcome to our special Ramadan edition on Radio Azad. And today we have the honor of speaking with Muhammad Yusuf Sahab, the visionary founder of the Equally Able Foundation, established with a mission to empower people with disabilities by providing inclusive opportunities and support. Equally Able has made significant strides in bringing change. And today, we'll dive into the inspiring journey of this organization, its impact, and how you can be part of this noble cause during this blessed month of Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum, Yusuf Saab.
Walaikum assalam, Umar. How are you?
I'm pretty good, alhamdulillah. So Yusuf, let's start. I would like to, the first question that, comes in everybody's mind, I guess, is what is Equally Able Foundation's core purpose and what change are you trying to create in society?
Yeah, this is really important question, something that we have tried to find answer for the last so many years. The idea, Umar, is to empower people with disabilities in a way that they become part of our society, contributing member, contributing citizens, and they're able to live life the same way as anybody else would. Our mission is not to help a lot of people, but to help a few, but help it in a way that really enables them to lead a mainstreaming, honorable, independent life.
That's great. That's great, great. And then what programs, or I would say support, does Equally Able Foundation offer, and who benefits from them the most?
Yeah, so you started with a very interesting introduction of inclusion. Inclusion in a common sense for people with disabilities will revolve around anything or everything that they need that will enable them. So, like in a general society, education is one huge piece. But people with disabilities, education is even important, but a lot of them are not able to get to
Right.
uh, those places that offer education because they don't have the equipment. And so, even if they have the equipment, and sometimes the education is not something that they could acquire because they are in a certain stage of the life where they are not able to go to school. So employment doesn't exist for them. So
True.
it's a vicious circle for people with disabilities, right? Or where one thing leads to other things, and then they just, are like in a state where they don't seem to change anything. So for us, from the very beginning, we had realized this, that for true inclusion to happen, we need education, we need equipment, we need employment. So our four core programs are then on education, equipment, employment, and inclusion. And yeah, and who benefits the most? People
Yeah.
with disabilities. People with disabilities and their families. And a indirect effect of that would be if you have really an inclusive society, the community also benefits.
Benefits. That's true. That is very well said. Um, so Yusuf Saab, over the last 12 months or a year, what impact story or milestone best represents the work Equally Able has actually done?
Well, this year really has been amazing for us in that we have made meaningful impact in all those four areas, in education, equipment, and employment. More so, I'm happy to report on some of the big achievements related to employment or entrepreneurship. We have successfully signed a memorandum of understanding in the last year to work with a state government in India to bring a program wherein we work with the state government, public sector, and private sector organizations, other nonprofits, to just train people on new skills that lead them to have their own business or employment. Similarly, in Pakistan, we really have, alhamdulillah, been able to do a lot in the area of education. and
Alhamdulillah.
equipment, and also employment.
Great.
Employment seems to be something like the entrepreneurship or matching to the abilities of the people in a way that their limitations are not seen as limitations. It's something that we are like it's becoming like a niche for us.
Right.
And alhamdulillah, we have been able to figure that out.
Alhamdulillah.
The issues in Bangladesh, the
Right.
uprising that they had,
Yes.
there were a lot of new folks who entered disability in a very unfortunate situation.
True.
Subhanallah, we worked with another partner in Bangladesh, and we were able to not only offer help with leg braces, leg crutches, orthotics, and prosthetics, but enable them in a way that they are able to have their own micro enterprises or small businesses. So all in all, like this year, Alhamdulillah, had really been a key milestone year for us.
That is Alhamdulillah. That is great to know the milestone that you have just mentioned. And as we enter Ramadan, we are still in the first Ashra of Ramadan. And what's the biggest need you're hoping the community steps up for this year in Ramadan?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so like subhanallah, like your audience in all across the US and other places, our community has really been very generous, and they trusted us. They gave us their donations when they have some of their other opportunities, you know. So we are thankful to that. In fact, you and your audience and community and the listeners will be happy to hear that this is our 25th year.
MashaAllah.
You know, subhanallah, like what we started in 2001 as like a simple effort. It's like it's Allah's,
Right.
blessing that Allah has helped us in this cause. But it's the community, it's the donors, it's the listeners and others who really helped us to make this a moment in a way that's empowering more people with disabilities around the world. So this year, interestingly, we have more of a need in the areas of equipment and employment or entrepreneurship. So we are hoping that our donors, our supporters, our well-wishers
Right.
will come along the same way that they have been helping us in the last 25 years
Got
to
it.
help us to do more.
Inshallah, inshallah. And if someone would listen this interview and wants to contribute, what are the available donation options? One time, monthly, zakat, sadaqah options, and then where should they go for that to contribute?
All of the options that you mentioned are the options that are available. They could donate via PayPal, Zelle. They could go to our website. They also have the option to choose between zakat, sadaqahs, or any other type of donations. They could do a monthly donation. They could do like a one-time donation. But I would request that a recurring donation of even a smaller amount, a sustainable like kind of
Yes,
donation
right.
is really help us to plan and work in a way that more change is possible. So so that would be one request, you know. But anything that any of you can do will be greatly appreciated. You could
Absolutely.
visit our website, right? You could visit our website, equallyable.org, EQUALLYABLE.org.
Great, great. That was actually my next question about how can people, connect with the Equally Able Foundation. And you just mentioned the website. Any email or, can they also contact you through social media?
Yeah, yeah. All those channels are listed on our website. There is also a number, a phone number to contact or to text us.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Yusuf Sahab. And as we wrap up this enlightening conversation, great conversation as always with you, I want to thank you for joining us, taking time out in your busy schedule today, and sharing the impactful story of Equally Able Foundation. And I would like to say that this Ramadan, to all the listeners, that let's embrace the spirit of giving by supporting initiatives that strive to make a difference. And Don't forget, if you're moved by this incredible work of Equally Able as I am and wish to contribute, reach out through their website and the contact details provided during this interview. Just remember, every little bit helps, and together we can build a more inclusive world, as Muhammad Yusuf Saab also said. Thank you for tuning into Radio Azad, and let's continue to spread kindness and compassion this holy month. Thank you once again, Yusuf Saab, for your interview and for your time.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you to
Assalamu alaikum.
you.